Hey, what's going on? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this today where the father of Shanquella Robinson had spoke to the media at her gravesite where they just recently put a headstone up in her memory. And he said a couple of things that was very shocking to me. And I wanted to talk about them today. And, as we all know, the situation with Shanquella Robinson and what the DOJ has come up with, where they're not going to prosecute anyone of the Cabo 6 that has been responsible or had something to do with, the death of Shanquella Robinson. First thing I'm going to do is talk a little bit about some of the stuff that aggravated me, because I made a video, I think, about 10 days ago on the situation of them not doing anything. You can go into my video library and find that video. Two things don't sit well with me. And it's mainly, the first thing is they said the cause of death is undetermined. Now, according to the Department of Justice and their findings, and I want you guys to listen very clearly to this. They said there's no disruption in the neck or spinal cord area, no fractures upon visual inspection, and no hemorrhaging. Now, in the throat, spinal cord area, anything, right? If anything, they said this woman suffers from slight scoliosis. Now, one of two things. Either they did the autopsy, they didn't do the autopsy like they said they did, which I believe they did the autopsy, or the autopsy in Mexico was fraudulent. But I don't see why an initial autopsy would be fraudulent for somebody that's a U.S. tourist done in Mexico, where they know they want to keep, good relations with the United States, why they would be lying on a autopsy report, why they would lie. Shanquella died a violent death over there. She suffered. What in Mexico would make them have it to where they would have to lie about the autopsy, knowing they got to report this to the United States, and it is a murder? See the game? Then the body gets brought over here. All of a sudden, the United States says, "Oh, we don't have anything that says that. No." The father said something about her head was swollen, which it would have been if people was beating the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? The father said this. He said she was beat on. So how is she not? You got the video of the assault. You got the swelling and the scars to prove it. How come no justice was done? That right there is my main thing. Videos running all around the net. Well, it was, they took it down, running all over the internet. Became national news, right? Messed up story, a story of betrayal. And all of a sudden, can't nobody fix that? Got them dead to rights on video. Come over here, it's nothing we can do. That is BS. At its highest form. This thing screams accountability cover-up. U.S. don't want to do nothing because it wasn't on their soil. Mexico claims that, now the father said this, Mexico has a warrant out for one person who they still haven't named. That's another thing that's funny. How come the name of the person is not released? How come it's never been released? Something don't sit right with me, y'all. And I'm sure y'all agree. If it's a warrant for somebody and the media get a hold of that, they're going to put the name out there. This thing is, man, something's wrong. It's a lot of stuff that's left out that should be left up. Hell, a man over here can get locked up walking down the damn street and wrongly accused. We see it all the time. People are getting exonerated after 20, 30 years of being locked up, being the wrong person. You got people on video that killed this girl. And nothing's happening to them. Something is wrong. And I wonder how a lot of these women, these black women in the White House, feel about this situation, if they even care at all. Because if I was a woman black woman, it would bother me that this girl is not getting the justice because this could happen to me or my daughter. It's just the thing. A lot of times people feel a certain way when they can put themselves in that situation, or the situation could have easily happened to them. That's the first part, ladies and gentlemen. The second part is this, and this is sad to me. In the interview, which I will leave that interview, it's 10 minutes long. I'll leave it in the description box if you guys want to see it. I mean, it's in its full entirety. They speak right at the gravesite of Shanquella Robinson. The father's there by himself speaking to the media. They ask pretty good questions, by the way. It says, he said, and this is messed up. He said that the family of the Cabo Six never reached out to them. Never said anything. And that's huge. I want y'all to hear that. That is huge. Think about it. They plastering your children's faces. They still young, 24, 25. Plastering your children's faces all on the internet, all on the TV shows of who was there and who wasn't. Now, as parents, these children represent you. Now, true indeed, you wasn't there when the crime happened, but you raised positive human beings. If that was your case, you should have got answers from them kids. He said, I'm going to get back to that, but the father said this, never reached out to him, never said, hey, I'm sorry, our condolences to what happened to your daughter. We'll get to the bottom of this. They need justice. Shanquella needs justice. The family needs accountability. They need answers. And here it is. Other black folk won't even help them. Me as a parent, if my son got caught up in some crap, best believe I would have got answers from him. And best believe me as a person would have reached out man to man, because she had a father just like he does, or they do, and would have spoke. Sir, I give my sincerest apologies. I don't know what happened, but I will assure you this. As a man, I give you my word. I will figure out what happened on my end with my child. I can't speak for anybody else, but my child's going to come correct. I don't give a damn. The man said, and he said something that hurt my heart, but it's true. And I want you ladies to hear this. He said, it's till she's married, I'm still her protector. Even though she was 25 years old, I wish I had a chance to ask her how well she knew these people. And did she trust them enough to go over there? He said, because if I had spoke to her, she'd still be here today. And the man started to break down. And it's something about seeing a good man cry that bothers you. He's standing over the graveside of his child that he's seen from birth and raised her. Saw all the cuteness as she was a baby. Saw the advancements of her into womanhood. And the final piece to all that sacrifice is to look down at a gravesite and look at earth where his daughter's beneath it. Early in her life. Think about that. The parents never said nothing to her. It's bullshit. You ain't getting locked up. You could have gave condolences to the father and the mother. Especially Dejanay Jackson's mom. Or dad. Ain't no way you was fighting on that girl. She dead. What the fuck happened? Hey, you need to go down to the police station and clear yourself, or say something. Think about it. Say something, because you in a lot of trouble. Girl, this is serious. We going to have to go down there and figure something out. I'll get you a lawyer. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing. And that make me think a lot about how these people was raised. Who raised these people? What kind of values did they put in the child? The child just sit back. Now, another thing is this. That's the second thing. And that's the biggest thing that bothers me in this whole thing. Nobody reached out and said, hey, I'm sorry for the action of my child. I feel your pain. Is there anything I can do? We don't reach out and help each other. We'll sit back and pull out a camera phone and watch somebody in misery just to get views, rather than put the phone down and stick our hand out and pick them up off the ground. A lot of us are broken, man. The man said he invited people to come out to the grave when they're feeling upset, when they're depressed and this and that, or whether they want hope. Use my daughter for an example. Come out to the grave site and just reflect. That's a cool thing. That's a cool thing that he did. United States don't want to deal with it. They showed it. Then they tried to flim flam and threw some stuff out where, you know, it's kind of like you can't really prove it because it's what they say. And all of the records and stuff is secured under what, you know, under them. So everybody's left like this. And whether you like it or not, they got all the information. Guys, this is messed up. And it's sad. I mean, just to see that nothing is happening at all. They said Mexico said we got the arrest warrant for this person, but we went to the United States. The United States is like, okay, we ain't got no reason to say that there was a homicide or anything like that. That's the stupidest part. Oh, her neck wasn't broke. Throat wasn't messed up. No evidence of any broken bones. No disruptions. No hemorrhaging. Nothing. We got the best forensic scientists in the world, in America. You can detect poisoning in somebody that was getting poisoned for years and then find out who did it. But you can't figure this out. Oh, she had slight scoliosis. Must have been from childhood. Shaking my head. You know how it goes. Guys, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. Man, just seeing a man break down for a second, he was holding his composure, man. It really got to me, and I figured I'd do a story about this. He said he got a hole in his heart, and I want you to hear this. He said he has a hole in his heart that God can't even fix. And that's the thing I was telling you about when we commit violence against each other. We are some soulful people. Some stuff you can't go away. Can't go away. Man had to identify the body of his daughter. I mean, had to see the body of his daughter and everything. She's flown back to him. He's seen all of the stuff that happened to her. And to have no justice, how can he have any peace? How can any of them have any peace? Why are these Cabo 6 people still walking around? It is what it is, man. Stock Market Steve, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. I'm so sorry to this family and to Shanquella Robinson that this happened. And it's a direct smack in the face of the black community. That's how I feel about it. Because this is bullshit. If I had a daughter and this happened and nothing happened, it'd be a lot of people somewhere stinking in the woods. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.